gave up 3 runs in the first inning, and our team kept fighting back. And the thing that I was most proud about this weekend was that we didn't have very many highs or lows. We even had a solo home run in the top of the 9th to put us ahead, and they got excited for a second, and then they got right back down to business. And that was good to see, because we've been riding those highs a little too long and riding the lows a little bit too long. But got a good comeback win in the first game of the series against Missouri State, which every conference game against them is always a nail-biter and always very competitive, no matter which way it goes. So to get that first win in that fashion was great for our young team in the Valley, and they got their feet wet in Valley competition right away. And after the game, we talked about it and said, all right, now you've touched the stove. It's hot. We told you it was. Now you know what to prepare for, and hopefully going forward, they'll be ready for a very tough, looks to be very tough conference schedule this year. Game 2 is going to be game 2 of our conference series are going to be a tough one for us, because that's where we're struggling with our pitching right now. You know, we have to play really good defense, and we've got to get very timely hitting in those games. And you know, as we saw this weekend, if we put ourselves in a hole, it's really tough to get out of. And we're trying to get our 3 young pitchers to work together in that game, not feel like they all have to be like Jamie Fisher, just to combine their strengths together into giving us a good shot in game 2. We hit the ball really well that game. We had some bad luck. We had a couple of calls that we felt should have gone our way and didn't. And but we're not going to make excuses about it. We had our opportunities. We did what we want to do. We hit the ball hard a lot that game and just had nothing to show for it. So the score really wasn't showing you the type of game it really was. But I was really happy with the way we continued to fight. We didn't give up in those situations that we had given up early in the year. So it says a lot about the character that we're starting to build with these kids, and to see the disappointment on their faces yesterday when I told them that the game was canceled, and to see kids that really wanted to play was also very exciting for me to see that they wanted to try to go win that series and get a road win in the league. And so you can tell that it's very important to them, and we're just excited to get back on the field. Doesn't look like we're going to be at home this weekend. We're going to Southern Illinois and play there, a place that's really kind of a tough place to play, but we'll be the home team and get out there again. The league looks really tough this year. You know, Drake took 2 from Southern at Southern this weekend, and a lot of splits everywhere. So it looks to be very competitive. We'll see what happens. But any questions?
Do you make up that game if needed in the league race, or is it just a total loss game?
No, it's a total loss game. You know, once you start a game in the series, you can't go back and replay any of the games. You got to try to get as many in as you possibly can at that time. And so yeah, it's. I don't know if it'll be a big deal at the end. It could be, but I think a lot of teams are going to miss a handful of games this year with the weather the way it's been. Any other questions?
What about Southern Illinois? How good are the Salukis?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're a lot like us right now. Offensively, we're both used to being at the top of the heap with the offensive numbers, and you go through and you look at every single category, and we're very comparable offensively. You know, right now, pitching-wise, we're kind of the same. We both have very talented pitchers that are, you know, I wouldn't say not up to their standards, but are going through some tough times, winning some close games, and you know, they're used to going out and beating a team 8-1. You know, now they're having to beat them 8-6, and kind of the same way with us right now is, you know, we're used to really having our offense carry us, and right now we're struggling to score runs and move runners and do those type of things. So I would say both of us right now are non-typical of what we've been in the last couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see our teams compete. All right, thank you.